Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages, we are about to be over halfway through tonight's preliminary matches here at the PUBG Reddit Pochinki Showdown. We have 4 more teams battling it out for an opportunity to join PIOC in the right side of the bracket semi-finals. And I will go ahead and read out those teams to you now. Note that they might differ slightly because I have prepared lists over here. We have Prone Bones, who actually tweeted in earlier to say, we're getting ready. We are so pumped for this match. Thank you very much, guys. And they are CS Tanks 420, William Agent 86, and Lovestow Spuge, which is a terrible to pronounce name, but also credit to destroying casters' voices with it. Whereabouts are they? Let me just make sure. Yes, those are actually the 4 players. Then we have the Sheeps. The Sheeps consist of Teddy Lopez, Jesus Vonix, and Doofus Rick. Did I get that right? I did indeed. And in third, we have Serial Killers. They are composed of Crinkle Dinkle, Wrecked Vengeance, Tylon, and Kukoro. Wrecked Vengeance is replacing Cave Manor. And then finally, we have the Marrow clan, who will consist of Viper, Joyful Killer, Loki Popey, and Master Mima. And Dino Lobster replaced, I didn't quite see who he replaced. I think he replaced Viper. No, he didn't. He replaced Joyful Killer. Cool. No, he didn't. He replaced Loki, but I will get something right eventually in this game. Don't even worry about it, because we are in Pochinki, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, they're going to be shooting. They're going to be popping heads. Let's go take a look at the above view to see where everyone's going. I like this. Master Mima, Joyful Killer, Viper, and Dino Lobster moving towards the south side. They are the only team to do so at the moment, which means the Marrow clan are going to have a reasonable start to the game. Agent 86, though, on the west side, extremely close. And what the hell? Is it just me, or are these guys all over the place? Agent 86, Lotto Spuge, William, and CS Tanks 420 are not exactly next to each other right now. This could end up being problematic for them if they end up in an early game engagement. Prone Bones have to be really careful. Maybe this is their prepared strategy here for the Pochinki Showdown, and they're able to get more buildings, loot more meds early on in the game, and then rush back. If they can get an extra 3 or 4 buildings worth of meds and guns and still manage to make it back together, that could give them a good advantage in the end game. But are they actually going to be able to get away with it? I don't know. It seems like a very high-risk strategy. William is dangerously close to Vonix right now, and Doofus Rick. Are they in the same? Oh my God, they're in the same building. Doofus Rick, I believe he's holding a shotgun as well. That could end up being a one-hit KO unless you're like me and shotguns end up becoming confetti rifles. So this is a particularly awkward situation already for Prone Bones, who find themselves in the same room, well, same house even, as someone from the Sheeps. And yes, that's the Sheeps with an S, because sometimes, occasionally, we English on this stream, ladies and gentlemen. So, in case you're tuning in for the first time, hello, I'm Jorasar, and I am hosting the PUBG Reddit Pochinki Showdown. You can go ahead and tweet me at Jorasar and tweet us at PUBG Reddit as well, and hopefully we will get you involved in all of the action. You can use PUBG Reddit as a hashtag, and we are reading out those tweets in between the games. Jesus is apparently sandwiched at the moment, and a Jesus sandwich is not exactly what the Sheeps want right now. Teddy Lopez, Vonix, and Doofus Rick are rather far away from him, and William and CS Tank 420 are either side. CS Tanks, though, is that a P92 or a Glock? I'm not sure. Having the auto function on that would actually be quite useful if it turns out it's a Glock, if Jesus ends up invading the building. Words I never thought I'd say, but I guess I just have. Oh, never mind. It was definitely a P92 because he has swapped it for a P1911 by the looks of things. And I would say, I mean, do they actually know he's there? Or should I say, have they found Jesus? It doesn't look like they have, but elsewhere in Pochinki, we have a little bit of shooting. I think that's got to be Doofus Rick, right? He is very, very close to the rest of the... Is that the Marrow clan up there? No, it's not. It's Kokoro, Tylon, and Co. Serial Killers have just been kind of chilling right now. And we are looking from the point of view of Vonix, who takes a couple of pot shots on Kokoro. It looks like we have the first down of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus knocked out William. Jesus does tend to bring a holy brand of vengeance on the game, and Jesus is going to take first blood. Again, something I never thought I'd end up saying on a cast, but hey-ho, here we go. CS Tanks 420 coming upstairs, looking behind Jesus. It's the Jesus backstab, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately, Jesus does not live. Wow, that's a lot of bullets to take before actually getting a shotgun. I mean, to be fair, Jesus looked like he had superpowers there. Viper actually going down dangerously low. Those guys, who are they in a firefight with? I'm trying to work out who's shooting them right now. Is this someone behind the camera? What's going on? Oh. or it's Agent 86, who unfortunately is just dead. There we go. And that's unfortunately 2 of the members of Prone Bones. Let's go ahead and take a look at who is left alive here. CS Hanks 420 is currently left alive for Prone Bones. Is there anybody else on his team? Yes, but Lovestow Spuge is currently in need of picking up, and I'm not actually certain he'll be able to get there in time because Vonix is camping him out. He should have waited. He should have waited until he started reviving. There was no need to do that, unfortunately. And now Tanks 420 is going to have a potentially good engagement against Vonix. Here we go. Beautiful positioning there. He gets absolutely killed off. Will he be able to revive his team? He has to go now. Oh my goodness, jumping through the... Yeah, I think Lobster's Huge could be in a little bit of a danger here. And there we go. Vonix kills Tanks 420. That is an insta-kill. And Prone Bones, ladies and gentlemen, are out of heat number 4. Vonix and Doofus are the only 2 remaining members of the Sheeps. Unfortunately, Jesus fell, presumably off screen. And that basically halves the number of caster puns that I can do. But Serial Killers and the Marrow Clan are both still 4 strong teams, and they are on opposite sides of Pochinki. So with 11 minutes to go before the med game begins, it looks like these 2 teams are going to get a chance to loot a little bit more, grab some meds. You can see Viper is dangerously low right now. And that actually gives me an opportunity to spot who is actually subbed in. Because if I take a look at the player names again, Dino Lobster, Master Mima, Jorvakill, Lopi, that's right. Lopi Popey is not in the game and has been substituted by Dino Lobster. I've worked this out, ladies and gentlemen. This caster is no longer frustrated. We are all good. Dino Lobster, for the record, absolutely impressive name. 10 out of 10. A-star. Also, sounds like something that would sell for about $34.95 at an Italian seafood restaurant. Delicious. Ooh, a couple of pot shots on the outside of the balcony. Viper there getting a little bit anxious. Ooh, that window actually taking quite a while to break. I want some glass from whoever sells those. Amusingly, that door is not going to survive very long, but it's actually providing amusing cover for Rick at the moment. So these guys at least know they are on opposite sides of Pochinki. The Marrow Clan looking for a way to close in, but realistically, every side of the house they go through is going to end up being open cover. As things stand, to be blunt, the serial killers have significantly better long-term positioning because they're surrounded by more buildings and can kind of loop around if they need to. In fact, if I were them, I would have 1 or 2 people continuing to loot and hunt for more meds, and it looks like that's what they're doing. 2 people trying to get those flank positions. If we take a look at the map and zoom out a little bit, you can see Viper over there on the left, Doofus Rick in the middle there, so he was originally taking a couple of shots. And yeah, I think they just need to send someone to join them. Serial killers are all stuck in one place. They need to spread out a little bit more, or at least send 1 person to go ahead and grab some more meds. I think that would bode well for them moving into the latter stages of the game. And here comes Wrecked Vengeance. It looks like they heard me. They're moving on. A disclaimer, they didn't actually hear me. There's a pretty decent stream delay. But Wrecked Vengeance now going to be hopping out as they move further towards the northwest of Pochinki. You can see a beautiful close-up there of the hand stitching and beautiful detail on those bullet loops on that shotgun. Possibly available from a shop near you if you happen to live in the United States. For most other people, we're happy to admire it from afar. You guys keep your stuff. We're cool. Doofus Rick now, still continuing to court death just a little bit, but to be fair, he's doing a very good job of gathering information. He's trying to figure out where everyone is, looking for an opportunity. Has he looted that crate yet? Is he planning to go ahead and do a little bit of a sneaky loot? He is not. He's probably gotten that already. Oh, I see a pair of jeans. He could really use a pair of jeans. I highly recommend Doofus Rick pick up the pair of jeans. You're going to need it for the battles and rough terrain ahead. What you're wearing at the moment, mate, cannot possibly be comfortable. I would turn around and pick up the jeans. Mate. Well, I guess that level 1 helmet is also soundproof, so let's go ahead and check out what's happening elsewhere on the map. The Marrow Clan, in the meantime, looking like they're enjoying this obstacle course as they move on through to get ever closer. They are now 2 houses down from Doofus Rick, and at some point he's going to be calling for help. Because if Vonix over there in the back is not able to provide good enough cover, this could end up being a steamroll on Doofus. I think they should probably team up ASAP and maybe even get the heck out of Dodge so that they can work out how they can kill 1 or 2 people in a bit of a one-way engagement. Vonix is definitely moving over to cover now. He knows that the other squad are moving in. Crinkle Dinkle and co. continuing to chill out. The serial killers here. Now they are moving. They're definitely not just staying in one place, but it feels like every time they move, the other teams are getting further away. At the point where they go across the road, this is going to get very interesting. If we take a look at a map of all Pochinki now, all three teams are within 1/4 of Pochinki. So everyone is naturally getting closer to each other. We were worried about this game mode at the beginning of the night, basically having people wait it out and then just met up. Well, guess what? Well done to everyone, because that's not actually happening right now. We are trying to see basically the teams. If you want to play this tactically, you still want to get the other teams to met up as much as possible so they stand no chance in the final circle. That's absolutely the correct way to play this. So it's great to see this strategic positioning, even though these guys know how good everyone else is. And actually, now that I think about it, this is a community tournament. Some of them might not be that good, but that's not the point. It's good to get people to med. Oh, and Wrecked Vengeance suspects Doofus Rick is there. Are they actually right across the street from each other? They are. Dear, oh dear. Vonix now coming up as well. Do they fancy a pot shot or two, I wonder? They almost certainly know everyone else is there. Oh, this could actually be a problem for Wrecked Vengeance if he's not able to get back because his teammate's blocking his view. You could actually get some pot shots off there. Oh, he did actually spot. Wrong window to the right-hand side window. Kukoro actually takes a bullet to the head, followed by another one to the body. Wrecked Vengeance, they're almost able to get his own helmet knocked off, but won't manage it. Doofus Rick looking for a shot. Can't quite see him, though. Through the wall. And oh, and Tylon. Tylon being very sneaky. Is he actually going to come and play the hero? Doofus Rick has spotted him. Yeah, the hero play is... it's actually gotten Doofus and Vonix particularly scared now because they're retreating further into the house. They're going, hang on a second, we actually need to be watching the stairs and stuff like that. Doofus continuing to take those shots. Reloading the skull, spotting Tylon across though, so that flank is not going to do him any good at all. In fact, waiting, just patiently waiting to peek there. But Tylon is not going to be poking the head out anytime soon. All while we were talking about this. Look at this, the Marrow clan sneaking up around back. They know the building that Doofus and Yonix are. They could probably, maybe they can't run to their location without being heard, but certainly if some shots get fired, yes, look, they're just continuing to move. And Doofus and Yonix just aren't looking in that direction. Oh my, and Doofus gets absolutely wrecked, ladies and gentlemen. Wrecked by Wrecked Vengeance, that's kind of appropriate. And now Vonix is in a little bit of trouble because suddenly he's taking fire from behind as well. He's going, hang on a second, I didn't sign up for this 2v1. This is quite literally two full squads ganging up against one person in the middle. Can we please have a moment of silence for Vonix here, who is in the world's most tricky situation in this squad game? And oh no, Kukoro with the hero play coming up behind him, but Vonix actually spots that. And as a result, manages to keep going. But there's another teammate on the first floor. And Tylon now looking for the kill. Here's Vonix inside the room. He gets tagged very, very heavily through the door. And Tylon goes down. Vonix now has taken out 2 people. And all of a sudden, the Sheeps are not looking in such a dominant position. Here comes Wrecked Vengeance. Vonix still on the ground floor, still proning inside that room. Tylon will have told Crinkle Dinkle that he's there. Here comes the frag. Vonix is going to have to run out, and he does indeed. Jumping up. He gets, he does get 3 kills, but it looks like, did they mutual kill? Vonix knocked out Crinkle Dinkle with a headshot, and Wrecked Vengeance killed Vonix. So Wrecked Vengeance from the stairwell ended up killing Vonix there, and as a result, 2 squads left alive. But Tylon needs to get rezzed. Crinkle Dinkle needs to get rezzed. Why isn't the other squad moving in? They don't realize this, but it's actually a 4v1 while everyone gets res right now. Look at this. It looks like Viper's being held hostage. What's going on? Boys, what are you doing? Boys and girls, you can, opportunity and rushing and stuff. And it looks like in the corner there, Viper is having a very frustrating time trying to run through the wall. So this gives these guys an opportunity to loot up and replenish lost helmets, which means the Marrow clan still have an advantage, 4v3, but I feel like there was an opportunity to rush it, and that opportunity to rush is not now. Guys, it was 45 seconds ago. It really isn't now. But I don't mind the movement. At least we're seeing the action. 2.5 minutes. Oh, hello, hello. Is that Wrecked Vengeance in the window? Yes, it is. 2.5 minutes left to go before the circle engulfs us all. The more versatile position definitely being enjoyed by Marrow there, who can kind of spread out. Tylon might have a good opportunity to take out Viper here. Is he at the wall? Yes, he is. So, there. And he's cooking it as well. He could have cooked it for a second or two longer, is my professional opinion. But we will see. That's a beautiful grenade. It's a pity that it landed the wrong side of the wall, but that's an absolutely excellent grenade in terms of positioning. He's going for a second one. He's definitely cooking this one as well. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, someone's running. And again, beautifully positioned. Unfortunately, I have to say, corrugated fences are bloody strong in this game, aren't they? Viper taking a shot to the head. I don't think the helmet is still on though, so that's all fine. They need to find a way to flank Tylon. I'm not sure all four of them need to go this way. I would have left one person on the left. But you might even go, why not go even further? Send someone 2 houses down where the blue house is, if you like, and send them across the street there and see if you can make them think someone's coming in from behind. That's absolutely fine. Oh, and here we go. The ducklings crossing the road, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody knows where they are now if they didn't before. Wreck Vengeance got a beautiful view of all of it, and no doubt he will be communicating it to his teammates as we speak. So Serial Killers versus the Marrow Clad. It is a 3 versus 4 to determine the winner of this game. 1 minute remaining until the blue decides to take matters into its own hands. Dino Lobster and Master Mima, both currently still on full health and 4 people's worth of meds versus 3. But don't forget, Serial Killers have actually been. They've been in more firefights. They've looted more bodies. They could well have more meds. I have no way of telling you right now which team actually has more meds. And this could end up being important very shortly. They're in buildings very close to each other, but by foot, it's actually quite difficult for one team to push the other as things currently stand. 27 seconds remaining. Neither team showing any willingness to budge. Viper actually taking just a wee bit of damage, and that's an excellent frag grenade. Is he going to be able to take the kill? He does not. Viper on about 5% health, and 15 seconds left to go just as well. If that had happened when the blue was coming, he would almost certainly have been downed. Crinkle Drinkle and the team, Crinkle Dinkle even, are really continuing to push aggressively here as much as possible. They know it's a 3v4 situation. Here is the blue. Everybody slowly taking damage now, and we have a little bit of tactical bandaging going on. You might as well until you wait. Here comes Viper. He's sacrificing himself for a little bit of information. We'll know that Tylon is right there. Crinkle Dinkle, they're pushing the building. They are absolutely putting them in. Dino Lobster, here we go! But Dino Lobster's immortal. You can't kill Dino Lobster. He was my favorite superhero growing up. All right, Crinkle Dinkle, he goes down as well. Master Mima coming out, to grab 1, grab 2. But no, that is the end of the game. The Serial Killers, ladies and gentlemen, Wreck Vengeance, with the final kill onto Master Mima, manages to clinch first place. And as a result, the Serial Killers are going to win heat number 4. They will join Pyok, otherwise short for Pochinki is my city, in the semi-final. So that is 4 down, 2 to go for the preliminaries, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 2 matches left. The time is currently 8:50 p.m. UK or 9:50 p.m. EU, which means the next game will be starting in approximately 10 minutes' time. So go ahead, grab yourselves a drink, make sure your pet hamster gets all the attention he or she deserves, and be back here in about 8.5 minutes. I'm Jarisar, and you're watching PlayerUnknown Battleground Reddit's Pochinki Showdown.